The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Game, Triple H.
I can't think of a time I've seen the WWE Universe this pumped up. What a match we're seeing.
Looking motivated to make an impact here tonight.
And approaching the ring from Tehran, Iran, weighing in at 262 pounds, Colonel Mustafa.
This guy will settle for nothing short of a victory here tonight.
So much on the line here at Night of Champions.
That's why we call it Night of Champions.
And there's the bell.
This one-on-one battle is underway, and you can cut the tension with a knife. Many pundits still believe there's no better way to settle a score than two people getting in that ring and fighting.
Plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%. It takes more than that to keep Triple H down.
Well, taking a look at Triple H, what's the lowdown here?
There are so many ways that Triple H can dissect an opponent. You know, people love talking about factions and stables and supergroups. Well, how about dominant tag teams? One of the scariest alliances that WWE has ever seen was when Triple H joined Stone Cold Steve Austin and formed the two-man power trip. They held all the gold in WWE at the same time. You talk about dominating. Oh, out of nowhere!
That strike hit the spot. There's no way he could have avoided that blow. So much on the line in this one, and like they say, on any given night, anything can happen in WWE.
That's something I learned early on in my stay here in the WWE.
Yeah, like tonight I beat you.
Yeah, absolutely anything can happen in the WWE. Even that.
It we're going to talk about how powerful an alliance can be with Triple H, let's look at the flip side of that coin. Like in July of 2002, when in one of the most horrific nights in WWE history, he betrayed a returning Shawn Michaels and threw his head through a car window.
Oh, man. I remember the two-man power trip, Cole. And since you brought up when he turned on Shawn Michaels, I'm going to talk about when DX reunited. July of 2006. The Game and the Heartbreak Kid. Man, did that crowd come unglued. And Mr. McMahon hated it.
Triple H using his speed right there. Another amazing singles contest. These two never cease to entertain the WWE Universe. You know, Triple H always knows that he's just one pedigree away from victory.
Right.
The move can come at any time and from almost any angle, and it can be over just like that.
4. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
The human body can only absorb so much of that.
Back where it belongs, inside the ring.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
And here is the Game. Talk about getting momentum behind you. Triple H doing what he does best. Pick his opponent apart.
He's endured heavy blows here. I don't know how much longer he can go. The referee may have to call this match, King.
Oh, my gosh, this is awful. I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you get hit like what a counter that was.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Well, Michael, you brought up the pedigree earlier. It's been said one of the keys to a great finishing move is the ability to give it to any opponent.
And Colonel Mustafa makes the cover. And another kick out.
Right on the kidneys.
Colonel Mustafa is going in for the kill. There it is, the camel clutch.
Oh, man, good luck on getting out of that one.
You know, when we talk about the pedigree, something I'd like to point out is you're talking about something that can be directly correlated to Triple H's success throughout his career. I don't think he's had an early pin attempt.
Come on, Rip, count.
He's simply reminding him that he's here.
The human spine's not meant to bend that way. Can he do it? Can he dig down deep? And he lets him out. Well, he might have been losing some of his grip there anyway. He probably figured it would be better to release the hold now before his opponent could counter it.
We're looking at complete domination here.
The cerebral assassin has had many storied wars in the annals of WWE. One up. Oh, that's going to put an end to this one. Hey, the shoulders are down.
Night of Champions, the one night out of the year when you're guaranteed to see every championship defended.
Oh, out of nowhere!
King, you mentioned the rivalries of the Game, and Mankind is certainly atop of that list.
Yes.
Their matches weren't matches, they were gruesome battles. The Game and Mankind gave new meaning to the term physical brutality.
And you know, thinking of that physical brutality is almost too much. Triple H and Mankind's disdain for one another carried over into steel cages, boiler room brawls, no disqualification matches. I mean, you name it. These guys battled one another in it. When he gets going like this, there are few better.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Well, that's a strategy you have to always have in the back of your head, Cole. If you ever see a weakness in your opponent, you got to jump on it.
He's setting it up.
You know, Colonel Mustafa's matches generally don't last very long. He just gets in there, takes care of business, and then gets out. Triple H, what a maneuver!
Going for the cover. 2, 3. What a huge win.
Here's your winner, the game, Triple H.
Big victory for him here in this one.
Hey, they both gave it their all, but in the end, we were left with the best man standing.
As we close the book on this match, I need to remind everybody just how big of a win this was. Simply amazing.
The following contest is an Extreme Rules match. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida. 265 pounds, The Rock.
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, The Rock.
Oh, man, would you listen to this crowd, Cole? It's unreal when The Rock shows up.
Of all the superstars on the roster, this guy is among the hardest working. That goes without saying.
And approaching the ring from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
Like it or not, John Cena is unquestionably the face of WWE.
That's right. In every arena we go to, we hear passionate fan responses from both sides of the fence. You know, week in and week out, this guy gets one of the biggest reactions of the night.
There's no telling what these competitors will do in Extreme Rules, but I can guarantee we're about to find out.
WWE Magazine out this month, and you'll find some interesting articles in there about all the superstars here in WWE.
Who do you get to read the magazine to you, Cole?
The Rock going for it. Well, what's your take right now on John Cena?
He may dabble at being a movie star, but John Cena loves to be in that ring.
Collar and elbow tie up here.
This is critical for a competitor in establishing themselves in the match. Think about this fact. No one in WWE history has taken fans on such a wild ride throughout his career like the great one, The Rock. The people react to him like his millions and millions of fans are in the arena with him every night.
The collar and elbow tie-up in a battle for control here.
Yeah, and Michael, it's so important to come out of this on top because you can do so many things to your opponent from this position.
Today, too fast.
He's unleashing a vicious assault on that shoulder. Let me just say, during all my years as a broadcaster with this company, I've seen some mind-blowing crowd responses. They all pale in comparison to when the man with the people's eyebrow hits the stage. Like it or not, everyone smells what The Rock is cooking. Big trouble for The Rock. Doing a great job of avoiding any serious offense. That'll go a long way as this one progresses. Oh, watch out. What a blow. The Great One's in trouble.
Whoa, man. I think that actually rocked The Rock.
It's just a fact. Sellout crowd after sellout crowd. The fans rise for The Rock's every move. To witness crowd reactions like this, it's the stuff that gets your heart racing. It's the stuff of... And into the plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%. Oh, that was so close.
Cena has got to get the pace going here.
Oh, wait. Nice reversal.
The Rock being overwhelmed here.
Wow, what a sequence. Oh, no. The Rock with the opening.
Look at this. He's going back to an old friend with that one.
You're right about that. You got to remember what works. I don't know what's going to happen here.
What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here?
Oh, ow! You know, it's rare in this business to use a finishing move that brings you such fame, it becomes part of people's everyday. The shoulders are down.
And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done. My goodness! How on earth did The Rock kick out of that?
King, just look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here. Oh, man, there's the five-knuckle shuffle.
That had to hurt.
Can he do it here?
This may be it.
And he kicks out.
And he lives to fight again. You know, it's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in his tank. You know, Cole, I definitely know about finishing moves. And as the king, I need to remind you that mine is the pile driver. Hey, it almost broke Andy Kaufman's neck, and it helped me keep my crown many times. As for The Rock, he's got two finishing moves, and they both have brought him WWE gold.
The back is the largest area on the human body, and thus always a target.
I know what you mean. You know, I've got a weak back.
How long did you have that?
Oh, about a week back.
Look out, John Cena is measuring. Shoulders down, this could be it.
Count, refs, count. This is turning into a one-man show for The Rock.
That stop might have only lasted a second, but it's going to be felt tomorrow.
That may be felt for a lifetime.
And it's The Rock with the reversal.
The Rock going to work now.
Rock's got the legs, trying to turn him over, and he's done it. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter's locked in, and man, is he leaning back on it.
What diabolical things are going through that mind right now?
When you get in control like this, you want to throw everything at your opponent, and that could be what we're...
Covers. And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this. John Cena will never give up. I'm not sure John Cena can give up. If there's only fumes left in the tank, Cena will keep going.
Extreme Rules is such a dangerous night. Anytime you throw the move...
Whoa!
It all started in 1988 when SummerSlam emanated from New York City. The main event for that inaugural event, the Mega Powers versus the Mega Bucks.
Oh, out of nowhere!
Can he score the pin? And it's up. He got the shoulder up.
And that was all guts. The Rock just won't quit.
Just making his presence felt there. Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in attendance. Each and every one of them are having a great time tonight.
Oh, you're right about that. You always have a great time when you attend a WWE event live, just like we are here tonight. This is wonderful.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right here.
Explosive. Look how explosive Cena is.
He's sending a message to the entire WWE locker room here.
Oh, he missed. Uh-oh, nobody home that time. Great counter.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
The Rock turns it around.
And he fails to connect with anything that time.
Man, that was some miss, all right. I could feel the breeze all the way over here.
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight.
Stay down! Stay down! Whoa!
Rock! The People's Champion goes with the rock bottom. And that's all it's going to take. We're done here.
The Rock has rocked his opponent.
And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on. I don't know if John Cena's gas tank ever reaches empty.
Not today. Too fast.
Take hold, this could do it.
I think so. 2, 3. Gee, if you had to use one word to
what a win. Man, he's got to feel great.
Here's your winner, John Cena.
Sending a message to the entire locker room with that win.
You know, I don't recall ever actually being pinned, but you would have to think it's pretty humiliating.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.